Hey guys, welcome back to Talk Bikes. We are here this evening to have a look at our new computer brand in store, Wahoo. I'm sure you've seen these around, they've been around for a little while. The reason we haven't really stocked them before, or any of the other brands that make this sort of product, is simply because we've never used one ourselves and seen one that we've been really blown away by. The Garmin's are obviously very popular, but we do see issues and the touchscreen can be a bit finicky and stuff like that. When we first saw these, we were really blown away with them. So we met Rowley from Wahoo when he was doing a ride out from London called the Suffolking Far Tour. And he kind of popped in because he was having a mechanical. It was a fairly busy Saturday, and we managed to sort of take his cranks off the bike and sort out his chain rings and get him back on the road. He was really, really happy. And when we got chatting, he said he was from Wahoo. We sort of ended up saying, hey, why don't you come up and show us the products? When he did that, we were really blown away with just how simple these are to use. So the idea today is really just to show you how quick and easy it is to get one of these out of the box, sync it to your phone and have it ready to go. So we're just going to have a look at the units we're stocking in store and some of the accessories, and then we're going to do a run through of how easy it is to use this straight out of the box. So sync it to your phone, put in your details and really get out riding with it. We've got two computers that we're stocking in store, basically. The original Elemnt, which is a bigger unit, as you can see here. We think it's probably better suited for mountain bikers who are riding on rough terrain and they want a bigger screen to just glance down at and see. And then we've got the Elemnt Bolt. So this is a smaller unit and it was designed to be more aerodynamic to suit the road cyclist more. The size and the battery life is really the main difference between the two. This one has 17 hours battery life, this runs for 15, so there's plenty of battery life there for a lot of riding, I should imagine. The mounts that come with, I'm sure you're very familiar. This will mount next to your stem and it's a very simple click and twist kind of fitting. And you also can buy the computers in a sort of set with heart rate monitors, speed and cadence sensors, all that stuff. Using the Elemnt, we're just going to have a little look at the run through of starting the computer up first time, connecting it to your phone, and how easy the whole process is and how user friendly it is. So we're going to do that now. I've already started this Elemnt up and you can see if you haven't synced it with anything or used it before, the first thing it will do is come up with this QR code. Now that is so you can sync it with your phone. To do that you need to download the Elemnt app, which looks like this. So you want to open that up. When you first click on it, it gives you a nice little intro and it's going to give you the standard sort of asking for permissions to use all the features on your phone. It uses quite a lot, it uses camera, GPS, Bluetooth. You need to allow all of them if you want to use all the functions. And we just go through that very quickly. So once you've allowed all the permissions, the next thing you'll come to is the little QR code scanner, and this is so you can pair your Elemnt. Like that. So that just took a little second there to connect, and then once you've synced them up, it will ask you to sort of create an account and then put in some of your details so the computer knows who's using it and it can do all the working out calories and all that sort of stuff. So set yourself up an account and then it will just sort of ask you to connect to your home Wi-Fi. This is really important, it's a really nice function and it works really, really quickly on the Wahoo. So as soon as you get home and as soon as you stop that ride and get home, it will upload that, and usually by the time I've put my bike in the shed and I get my phone out of my pocket, the ride is already on Strava. I haven't had to do anything. So connect up your home Wi-Fi and then it will ask you to link any accounts you might use. I'm a fairly heavy Strava user, you might use some of the other ones. There's a lot on there, Training Peaks, Ride with GPS. Go, that's all done. And then the next step is it will just ask you to fill out your details, your height, your weight, your age. Sort of fairly standard stuff, and it also has a live track feature, so you can turn that on so people can actually see where you are while you're out riding, and you can share that with Facebook or Twitter, and again it's very simple, just click the button to link the accounts and it might just ask for your password. So all of that is very straightforward. It then gives you a run through of what all the buttons on the device do so you can use it when you're out and about. There's not many buttons and it's very straightforward really. You have one button on the side which is your sort of on-off button. You then have a couple of buttons on the other side which allow you to scroll up and down options on the screen, and also it zooms in and out the screen so you can see more or less data fields. I'll show you that now actually. So if we press down you can see it just adds more and more data fields depending on how much you want to see, or you can zoom right back in. And then you have the buttons on the bottom which really are your functions when you're using the computer out riding. And it also has, I can't show you them here, but it has some LEDs along the top and the side, which can be set up to use different things. The side one can be used for your cadence or your speed to show you how hard you're pushing, and the top one can be used for things like Strava segments or visual directions when you're out on the ride. So the next thing you might want to do, especially if you buy one of the bundles that comes with, is to pair your sensors up with a unit. Again, it's a really simple procedure. You give the side button a press, and that gives you options that you don't need the phone for. You can do these options just on the device, nice and easy. So using the two side buttons, you scroll down to add sensor, like so. Press add, and it will tell you to hold the sensor next to the computer. So if I just get a speed and cadence, give it a little shake just to wake it up. And then if I just get the other sensor, there we go. It will just ask you to save your sensors. So you can see there we've got a speed sensor and a cadence sensor set up, ready to go. So the reason the Wahoo is so simple to use is because they decided to use a smartphone as the interface rather than the computer, because a smartphone screen, as sensitive as they are, they're very, very expensive. To put one of those in a unit like this would cost a lot of money. So it's all done through the app. Now, that doesn't mean you can't use the computer without the app. You can go out and use this once everything's set up. But if you want to change any settings, do it all on your phone. Everyone knows how to use a phone. It's nice and simple. You've got four main sort of screens there. The first one is very simple. It shows you kind of your GPS is connected, and you've got your options of what you want to do. So one of the things I did earlier was connect my Strava account. So if I go into routes, it shows you all the rides I've got stored on my Strava account as routes. So I could literally just select a route now. It will sync it to my device, shows me the route, hit select route. That's going to load that straight to this, and I can literally go and follow that now. It's as simple as that. Once your ride is synced, you can go onto your device like this, and if you want to follow the route on the screen, you use your page button here, and you just scroll through the screens till you get to the map. Give that a couple of presses, and that will bring you to the map screen here. When you're at the start of the ride, you hit start, and then you can literally follow that route as you go along. So from the ride screen there, you then really have three other options across the top that allow you to customize everything on the device, and it's nice and simple to use. A lot of it is just click and change it as you need to. The next one across from the ride one is your results page, and that gives you your history of everything you've recorded. You then have your profile, which is all your details, height, weight. You can also set your power zones and your heart rate zones. So when you're training, you can then use that to activate the LEDs and stuff, so you can see exactly what you're doing when you're out on the bike. And the last one is really the settings for the device. So this gives you customization on what fields are visible on the screens, what pages come up. It also allows you to change what the LEDs and the sounds do, and there's loads of other options in there. I hope this video has really shown you how easy it is to get the Wahoo out of the box, connect it to your phone and get riding. It really is a simple process. We love it here. So until the next video, enjoy, and we'll see you soon.